onto Clifton. Right turn on, right turn off. It's the left turns that gum everything up in the intersection. Number 3, light signalization. Right now, between the 4 stoplights between here and 51st and Pleasant Valley, they're not synchronized. If you synchronize them, which costs a bunch of money, you get a huge bang out of it. The second phase of the shopping center was supposed to do that, but who knows what's happening there. So if we get there first, we'll do it. If they get there first, they'll presumably do it. And finally, we've got a nice turnaround pocket. Clifton's a dead-end street, and it's kind of narrow. So we imagine there's going to be a lot of ride-sharing going on, a lot of drop-offs. So as to not clog the street, we've created a Fort Cochere turnaround.
Quick question on Clifton Street. It's only 10 cars long. Those cars look half as short as they should be, or am I wrong?
I don't know. The cars look regulation to me.
Because when I went and counted the parking spaces, it's only like 10 units of spaces from Broadway to the top. Just curious.
Well, can you address how many parking spaces you will be providing in the project?
Yeah.
Could you repeat that question?
Yeah, one was about how long are cars, so we'll check if our thing is accurate, but I think it's right. The other is about how many parking spaces. And the parking spaces, what we're proposing is 0.65 to 0.75 per unit. So it's 374 to 449. So we've been doing projects in San Francisco recently with 1 to 4 and finding that they're barely being filled up. We're seeing a lot of change in car driving behavior. So this is what we're thinking is about right for the project, 0.65 to 0.75.
So about 300 units.
We should really just allow other people to talk. So the process, which I hit on a little bit before, so we started this a lot of 2017 with divisioning. We did a round of outreach last fall. Worked on the design this year, did another outreach last fall, submitted the application, and so now the pre-application. So now we're in the review period. You'll be getting notifications that there's going to be a scoping, an EIR scoping process. The city's going to put out what should we study, and people will be able to comment on it. And then when that study is, a draft EIR is out, everyone will be able to comment. There'll be plenty of hearings about it. And then there'll be the actual project itself. So we expect this to happen probably in like late 2020. It might take a couple of years. The college then still needs to build their new buildings in San Francisco. So at the earliest, they'd be leaving in the fall of 2021 or summer of 2021. We'd start construction then. Take a couple of years. It's a big project. So people will be moving in 2024. This is a ways away. That is the end, and so I'd like to introduce our team of architects, then we can take some questions. And if you can make them designy questions, that would be Strack and Forgan with SCB Architects, John Clausen, our partner, ECB, Kevin Conger, Landscape, CMG, Marc Jensen, ArtSpace, Jensen Architects, Marcia Madem, Needy Madem, Stacy, historic and just sort of general architecture.
Yeah.